Hello there gang, DD Devere here with a very quick video of Xenonauts. The reason I'm doing this video is because if you're very quick, it's currently free available on GOG.com. Just go there, sign in, claim it. Or if you have GOG Galaxy, launch that and claim it from there. So I suggest you do that first. Well, whilst you wait for it to download, we should have a little look at the gameplay, shall we? Because this is of course the spiritual successor to UFO Enemy Unknown, which I did a past blast episode on a little while ago now. So first of all, game options, something you don't see these days very often. Keyboard scroll sensitivity. You can scroll with a keyboard now. The controls are a lot more modern. So let's just dive on in with a new game. And I'm going to select easy. I shall explain why once you get started. So very much like the original, this is our geoscope, and the very first thing we have to do is to select an area for a base. So somewhere there's usually a good starting point. We'll just leave that as North America. You can now drag it. There's no more clicking around with the scrolling arrows. You can scroll in and out with your mouse wheel to have an in-depth look. You'll also find it gives a lot more information now regarding different occurrences as they're reported around the map. It gives you a better overview of where things are happening. You no longer need to necessarily build a base or watch how the funding's coming from different countries. So talking of bases, let's have a look at what we've got. So first of all is our base management. There's our layout. A lot more slick and easy to use. It's all now contained in one screen for your pretty much everything. Building, how much your capacities are. So you also have a spare hangar. So research. At the moment they're researching the alien invasion. I'm going to hire 5 more scientists because scientists are always useful. There's not a lot else we can do. Same for manufacture until we've got something research that's worth manufacturing. So we'll just leave there for now. There's our soldiers. Charlie 1, that's our vehicle they're assigned to. We have 2 spare. You'll see why, we'll possibly see why later. Now here's one definite big change. As you see, there's nothing in Storsity space that you need to worry about. Commander, fuel, munitions, etc. are all sorted for you. You no longer need to buy your basic ammunition types or your missiles for your craft. You no longer buy vehicles or tanks anymore either. So here's our soldiers. As you can see now, we've got more modern day weaponry. In fact, I'm going to swap out that for a rifle. Don't quite need as many shotguns as you've got. And there's our usual stats that you'd expect. So vehicles now. Vehicles have to be researched and then built, manufactured, and then you can then assign crew to them, and then you assign them to a craft. And finally there is our hangars. We have our dropship here. We have our crew on board. As you can see, you can no longer take as many crew as you used to. And our interceptors at the moment, we just have the basic, the F-17. Although if we look at the UFOpedia, it does look suspiciously like an F-16 Falcon. But here it's the F-17 Condor. So yes, this is very much the spiritual successor of UFO Enemy Unknown. And here's where we increase our time. So now you see things like that, little messages come up. So alien invasion, jolly good. It's just go to research screen. So now we can have a look for a high-speed interceptor or a hunter scout car. Oh, I tell you what, I bet I didn't. Hunter scout car, yeah, we haven't got those new ones in yet. I was about to say manufacturer. I know what I didn't do. Back to bases. I didn't build a garage, which we will need for vehicles. So I'll stick that there. That'll take 5 days. Back to our geoscope. And back to full speed. See things like communication disruption. You get these. Ah, we've got extra scientists. Excellent, excellent. So let's just up those. And then back to a geoscope. So it's definitely a lot more of a slicker, smoother interface now. It's a lot more well managed. Right, UFO detected. So this is where it's a bit backwards. You now have to... Oh, I just clicked the wrong button. That's geoscape. You now launch interceptors and select a craft. And then select your interceptor from here. You can't just click on it on the UFO itself and send a UFO an interceptor to attack. So let's speed things up. All good. It's overground. It's overground. Right. So now you could auto-resolve, as it says there, 100% victory, which I'm very tempted to do. Or we could entail it, disengage, but let's engage because now it's a little bit more hands-on if you want to do the manual battle method. So spacebar to pause and unpause. You'll notice you've got a couple of things you can do, such as increase your speed, you can do some rolls, or you can force a retreat. The idea is you want to try and get behind it. So let's put off. Right. So hopefully he can now get in behind that. I'll take it. And he'll shoot it down. Because now these can shoot your craft down a lot quicker. A hell of a lot quicker. As you'll see, in fact, that's one of the perhaps biggest issues with this game is the balance difficulties. And let's just get our interceptor underway. Select an aircraft to target. We want crash site 1. And we're going to intercept. And we're going to use Charlie 1. So they're all already set up for you. See, that's another good thing. A lot of these basic things are all taken care of for you. Just going to quickly pause that. I'm going to do a quick save here. I'll override that old game, that's not a problem. Yep, okay, that structure's complete. Oh, actually, okay, so in that case, manufacturer. I'll get the vehicle. Did I not already? Oh no, the scout car's still researching. Okay, fair enough. Now let's engage. So now we get to the ground battle portion. So yes, it's a lot slicker, the interface is a lot more clean, a lot nicer looking. And you see this is a night mission, so the day and night cycle's still there. Only a bit awkward is now they bought automatically equipped flares. Let's get out and have a look around. So yeah, absolutely, already you can see a vast improvement graphically. One nice little touch, we now have side doors for these vehicles. Something that was sorely missing in the original. Interface wise, you'll also notice it's a lot more pared down. You only really have your health, your time units and your morale to worry about. Anything carried in your backpacks there. We also have quick ready use slots here for reloading, grenades, flares, etc. And if you can still scroll levels just using your mouse wheel now. As well as turn on and off detail like that. But yes, it's a much slicker interface. Oh, one nice little new addition. You just need to click once, it will tell you how many time units you have left at the end of that manoeuvre. You can directly climb fences now. So all in all, as a spiritual successor, I forgot about him. Yeah, it's definitely got a lot to like. Unfortunately, as I was mentioning, is balance issues. You'll probably see it during this game, even on easy. The aliens are ridiculously good shots, while your own lot are pretty terrible, in all honesty. Oh, and one small thing I don't like, I forgot about that. Your time unit reserves here. If you want to reserve units to make sure you can take a snapshot or something during the alien turn, you have to preset it, but it's per soldier. It's not universal. So if I click it onto him, so he'll stop there. But if I click on her, it's not set. I wish there was a universal setting for that. Move that way. I don't want to get everyone clumped together. And the other problem really I've had with this game is the stability. The reason I saved there is going between the two different battlescapes, the geoscape and here the battles, this game does have a nasty tendency to crash quite often. Alright, let's end turn. Yeah, don't run towards us where it's safe, will you? You'll probably see very shortly they tend to be very good shots. Don't know if I can pull him out down this side. At least cover's a bit more important now than it used to be. Also, it doesn't feel like there's quite as many locations as there used to be in the original. You've got quite a wide variety of different locales and well-built maps. Here it feels a little bit more... After you've done a couple of continents, you sort of feel like you've seen them a bit more than you should have done. So definitely in this game, you really want to move slow and try and spread your troops out if you can. So I might send him up this way with this guy. I should have checked what weapons they had before I did that. That is definitely a thing a lot of people can criticise this game for, is just how amazingly dangerous the aliens can be. And they are. Especially early game when you've got this very basic sort of Earth equipment. Don't know why I'm going down that way for. I really wasn't paying attention at all there. That's the end of the map. Right. Right, let's start trying to bring them... let's bring him down here. The amount of times I'll get a snapshot off and you're on their turn. It's a ridiculous angle that you really think they shouldn't have a chance of hitting you for. And they will absolutely knock you for 6. So all in all, yeah, there's a lot to like. So of course now I've left them in a really bad position. Move them that way just to give a little bit of separation. Might as well pack these down. Obviously, at least early they don't have any major heavy weaponry, the aliens. I mean, enough. They can still do you a lot of damage. And I'm surprised they're still alive this far down there. Right, let's move up. So using cover and very slow progress is a incredibly important thing in this game. You've got to be a lot more tactical. You could afford to be a bit sloppier in the original XCOM, especially at the lower difficulty levels. Here, nah, not a bit of it. Also notice now there's actual people around in the general landing and crash zone maps, which didn't used to happen. Luckily, because we shot this UFO down, it probably means there won't be too many of them. There's also a nice new mechanic, was if you find the UFO itself, if you get one of your operatives in there and they stay in there for 5 turns, you automatically win the match that way. So that's quite good. Get there? Yes. So you've got a lot slicker interface. In general, all over, some nice new mechanics in regards to the air combat, but you're honestly best to use the auto assign, the auto resolve. Surprised I haven't seen one by now. This is a bit of a pain of a place to assault. Oh no, I didn't want you to jump over the fence, not directly. Well, it doesn't really matter at this point, so... Yeah, you've got to play this a lot more strategically than you could the original XCOM. But of course the original XCOM now is however many years old, so you've got to factor that in. Don't really want to get them too packed together. Let's move him up around this way. He's got the general purpose machine gun, so yeah, we kind of want him forward. Wow, he actually missed. Good show. Right, now can we see him is the question. Yes, there we go. Oh, this is where I should have... Backpack. Actually, she's our sniper, so from that distance... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So now combat, what you do is, once you've got your crosshair over it, if you right click, you'll get given a selection of firing options for the different time units and how much they'll cost and your accuracy. That's blocked 100%. Oh, that's why she couldn't hit him. Alright, she'll have 34 left, so we should be able to get the shot on him there. And she missed. Really? Right, what about you? Come over here. Let's go to the backpack. Now, no, if I try and grenade him from that age, he's going to probably blow me up. Oh. Right, he's got the machine gun. Right, what have we got? You haven't got enough time units. Oh. Right, get out of the way again. Good grief. So they fight a very defensive battle, these aliens. I'll try and kill it somehow, because otherwise she's dead. I don't suppose you've got enough no time units to get out of the way either. Right. Right, it's got a 31% I should say. Oh, wow! He actually did it! Yeah, this is a lot more tense and a lot more tactical. I'm going to try and get a few people close to this wall and over barrels and things as possible for this turn, but without trying to leave them too staggered. Right, you've got no movement points. What about you? Right, I'll put you back behind this wall. I'll get you over. I'll bring you up there. Yes, slow and steady wins the race is definitely the case with this version. So I've those small niggles about the reserved time units. It's and the stability issues. So the only problem with this game is when it's not free. It is, depending on where you buy it, it's sort of £18. So you're getting it for 20 quid, and the stability issues for that. I'm not imagining it, but I'm not seeing a UFO anywhere here. No, I don't. Let's change the map there. That's the. Let's go and turn and see what happens. Okay. That'll be why. That looked like I assume that's the edge of the map. Oh, brilliant. Right, how far away can you run? Just made my way down over the safe part of the map, and now I've got my troops spread out. Boom, 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 boom. I think we'll get on for concluding our dealings shortly anyway, gang, because I just want just a quick update so that you guys could get to GOG while it's offered free. And download yourselves a copy. So it's a pretty good effort all in all. And it does have a few issues, the main one being the stability and balance. Right, definitely bring her back because she's our sniper. And what about you? There's probably nothing in there. I'll try and get you around the back and try and flank it. That's way more important in this game than in previous games. Especially later on when you get a bit more high firepower to your name. Like the old XCOM, you can pretty much blow your way through a lot of stuff. and you'll want to do that often. Of course, being a night mission, these are a little bit more, you don't get quite the view that you would have got. Wow, it missed a second shot. Right, there's our sniper. Let's see, let's go for the maximum shot. Oh, good. What have you got? You've got a rifle. Yeah, we'll take that. Accuracy is a bit low. Let's try that. Whew. Yep, definitely slow and steady wins the race here. So use these moments to sort of bring and brace your troops up. Of course, the aliens still have the classic plasma weapons, so they can pretty much wipe you out rapidly enough. And they will. So where is the UFO? Is there more of a way up here? Let's just have a quick look. Yes, there is. So it's pretty decent sized maps. Because you try, and you can imagine trying to cross here in these sort of places can be quite deadly. I'm going to guess it's in up there. Let's pop him over here. Yeah, I think we'll conclude our dealings here again, because the rest of it's pretty much the same. Once you kill all the aliens or hold yourself inside their UFO for 5 turns, you'll win. And then, of course, that's when you collect all your rewards and goodies, and you can carry on your research. So it's definitely a pretty fine spiritual successor. It is just the issues with this game can be challenging, and you want to approach it much more tactically than the earlier XCOM games, for sure. And that stability, before you blast off from a mission, make sure you save, especially if it's been a very successful mission, because it has a nasty tendency to crash during those moments. So let's see if we've got enough points to... No, you haven't. How many have you got? So we want to do a bit of a scan round. But anyway, all. So get yourselves over to GOG, get it downloaded, keep an eye on Steam just in case it goes free on there as well, you never know. Usually when they get promoted on one, they get promoted on the other. And as ever, I hope you found the video useful and interesting, entertaining in some way, and thanks for taking the time to watch it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me live. And I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.